So today we will start reading Bhagavad Gita, and we will start from the preface, from the scratch, from the beginning.
Okay.
And the way we're gonna have, our classes, it won't be just, reading. It will be reading, discussion, giving reflections, asking questions, asking like how to apply it in life. So I will be asking you some clarifying questions so that to make it practical, okay?
Okay.
Wonderful. So, and before we begin, you have your japa beats, right? Okay, excellent. Yes. Do you know how to chant japa meditation? Do you know how to do it?
It's the right hand, right?
It is the right hand. Yeah, the hands has to be clean, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So each beat will be one mantra, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And before we start, right, let's just remember, why are we chanting Maha Mantra? What is the potency of the Maha Mantra? Why is it important for us? What do you know about it?
To cleanse the mind of like material influence.
Yes, it purifies the mind, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And from our last sessions, you probably remember, what are the impurities of the mind? They are what? What are we purifying it from?
Emotions,
What kind of emotions? Good or bad?
bad emotion.
Negative emotions, impure emotions, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so impurities. And what else?
Ego.
So impure emotions such as what? Anger, greed, frustration, anxiety, right? Things like that. Yes, what else?
You said ego?
What is there in our mind which doesn't allow us to maybe think clearly?
Ego or
So ego is it's another level, right? So the mind that contains our karma, that contains our samscaras, and memory of the negative events, even the memory of our past lives, all is in the mind, right? And karma also stays in the mind. It's not in the consciousness. And just to explain to you the hierarchy, right? So the senses is the lower level, right? And the senses, they're always looking for the satisfaction, such as things, pleasures. But senses are controlled by the mind. So the mind is above the senses. So when the mind is clean, the mind represents God himself. The mind is Krishna himself, according to Bhagavad Gita. So when the mind is clean, we understand ourselves as pure souls. We understand Krishna as he is right away. And we, in connection, we become fully spiritual when the mind is clean. When the mind is not clean, what happens? It blocks. So it stays between the soul and consciousness and the senses.
Okay.
And what it does, it serves basically the senses. It is supposed to serve our consciousness, but instead, when the mind is not clear, it's looking for that satisfaction through the senses. Okay. And since the senses actually, their job is to deliver the message from the material world into the mind. And the mind's job is to get that information, get this thing, and connect it to the consciousness, so that consciousness connects it to the soul, and this process of, spiritualization begins. But it doesn't happen if the mind is not clean. And what happens, it blocks, right? First of all, it creates that blockage. We cannot achieve that level of happiness, that level of bliss, right? That's the first thing. And the second thing, it creates a lot of disturbance, because the pure mind is automatically satisfied. It's automatically happy. It's automatically pure. And again, it's God himself. So knowing that mind represents Krishna himself, is it possible to control the mind? Tell me, is it possible if it's Krishna himself? No, we cannot control the mind. No, we cannot. Yes. Therefore, no matter what we do, if the mind is not pure, we cannot control it. So the only way to get a hold of the mind and make the mind our friend, not our enemy, because imagine if you have an enemy as strong as God himself. This is not good, right? So what we're doing by chanting Maha Mantra, we are purifying the mind so that mind becomes spiritualized, so the mind becomes satisfied, becomes happy, and it becomes our friend. It helps us to connect with our actual self. So above the mind is consciousness. And when we say Krishna consciousness, means that the mind is pure, senses are automatically happy because senses are serving the mind, and the mind is the one that controls the senses, and the consciousness is controlling the mind. So when the mind is pure consciousness, full of knowledge, right, which we're going to get by reading Bhagavad Gita, will be controlling the mind. But if mind is weak, no, not weak, I mean impure, then consciousness is unable to control the mind. You know? Yes, the consciousness represent our power of will, our decision making, our problem solving. And you probably know if the mind is very disturbing, such as, for example, if there is anxiety, if there is depression, if there is fear, phobia, things like that, it's impossible. Like no matter what you say to the person or to yourself logically, you cannot change that reaction. And we learned that, right? During our previous session, we cannot just change reactions through our words. We need to go through the process. Yeah. So, and then above the consciousness is soul, and above the soul, so that soul is our real self.
Okay.
So through the pure mind, we achieve consciousness, and that consciousness connects, serves the soul. Okay. So we don't, so the material consciousness is the one that serves the mind. This is material consciousness. When the consciousness is weak, there is no knowledge, and the mind is not pure. Therefore, consciousness surrenders and say, okay, mind, whatever you say, I'll do. Oh, you want to jump from the fifth floor? Okay, I'll go and do it for you. You know, so it obeys the order of the mind. But when the consciousness is strong, because the mind is pure, right, and the consciousness full of knowledge, senses obey automatically because they become happy. As you know, kids to whom everything was supplied and they're just happy. That's it. So that's why we need to chant Maha Mantra on a daily basis to purify our mind and our senses that are in a constant relationship with the material nature, because we hear the sounds, we we always interact, right, with the material nature, and therefore they, on a constant basis, they become contaminated, basically, right? And through that contamination, we feel the results of this. All right, so who knows the meaning of the Maha Mantra? What does it mean?
Saying God's name.
What is it?
Saying God's name.
Yeah, so it contains 16 names, right? It's 16 words, which are the holy name of the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes, so Maha Mantra is not different from the Lord. It is a sound incarnation of the Lord in the material world. Okay, so when we repeat Maha Mantra, we vibrate. We become that channel of vibration, spiritual vibration. So this is the first thing. Second thing is that what are we asking for when we chant Maha Mantra? It's a prayer, right? So what are we asking for?
Yeah. If we can serve Krishna.
Exactly. Yes. Dear Lord, please engage me in your service. Why is it important for us to be engaged in his service?
To cleanse like our soul so that we can go back to him in the future.
Exactly. Yeah. So through devotional service, we purify ourselves and we reconnect with him, right? But there is something even more important than this. What is it? Why do we need to be engaged in his service? Why is it so important for us?
So we don't forget him, like so our soul doesn't forget him.
So we don't forget him, yes. And there is something else, which is very important to know. Yes, because what is our constitutional position? Who are we?
Humans.
We are spirit souls. We are his parts and parcels. It's the same thing if your finger will pray to you, oh dear, please engage me in your service. It's like, it's not natural, right? Because the finger does what I need him to do. So the finger surrenders to you, right? Or your hand. While we have a choice.
Yeah.
Although we have parts and parcels, the same as our finger is our part and parcel, right? This is our finger. It's our organ. But we have a choice, surrender or not to surrender. So when the finger is attached to the hand, it is complete. And it gets nourished if I eat, for example, right? All the nutrients go to the hand and to the finger as well. But if it's separated, what's going to happen? If the hand is separated from the body, is it complete?
No.
Can it be satisfied?
No.
No, right. So that's why for us, it's vital to be in the service of the Lord so that we stay for like self-complete, basically. We are in our natural position. So we are at the place where we belong to. That's why. So it is natural for us. If we do something which is not natural for us, how do we feel?
Like uncomfortable or
Mhm.
like out of like I don't know. I guess uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, dissatisfied, right? Yes. So therefore, in order for us to be happy, to be satisfied, we should engage our nature naturally. And our nature is spiritual. And then this our spiritual selves again are living through that experience of a material body. So the body is like a car. We're just driving this car. In this life, it's this car. Next life, it will be spiritual car, hopefully, right? Yes. So therefore, this is the prayer. And if that happens, it means that we are reconnected. We don't need to go through material struggles, get born, die, go old, lose things, suffer, all of this, whatever material world kind of offers to us, right? And at the same time, in our eternal position, we are able to be happy. This is the only place where we can be happy. It doesn't matter actually if you're reconnected, right? If you are at your place, no matter where you are, you will be happy. So that's the path to independence. People are looking, they want to be independent, they want to be self-sufficient. So this is the path. Okay. All right. So with this in mind, what is important for the mantra to what is important for us, right? To be in that vibration is our attention, because our attention is our energy. Wherever our attention goes, energy flows, right? So in order for us to be as efficient as we can and be in that purifying process, we need to hear the sound very well. All right. If you do it independently at home, what will help you to focus your attention is the posture. Okay. So we use yogic posture like that, like with, how do you call it? Lotus pose, I guess. Right. And if you keep your back straight so that the prana flows freely. All right. Okay. So, and just probably but I'll just show you how it's done naturally like that in the back. So we chant it in the back. Do you know why? No? Because if we show our chanting like in a public place, which is not a holy time or holy place, right? All of the results go to Rakshasas. You know who Rakshas? Lower level demonic beings. So therefore, we don't want our results of spiritual activity go to them. We want it to go to the Lord. They kind of steal our results. Therefore, it's a very sacred thing, right? If you are outside somewhere, right, it's better to do it in the back. Yeah. All right. So today we will do it together like this so that we can count and just follow the rhythm together. All right. So before we begin, we give obeisances to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who gave us the Maha mantra by repeating his mantra 3 times. You know his mantra? Jai Shri, you can repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Shiva Shari Gaura Bhaktivinoda.
Okay, perfect. So let's begin, and we'll do it not too fast, so that we can do it together as loud as you can. Okay. Let's start. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Maha Mantra ki jai. Thanks so much for wonderful chanting. How are you feeling after one round of Maha Mantra?
good.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Did you hear me when I was chanting?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, good. Perfect. All right. So it is recommended to chant 16 rounds daily. So this is the dose, yes, to purify ourselves because every day we're getting a quota of karma. So our karma is distributed throughout our lifetime, right? And in order for us to get free from karmic reactions, and at the same time, not to suffer them, and at the same time to purify our senses, Srila Prabhupada recommended 16 rounds of Maha Mantra daily. We can split them, maybe 4 rounds in the morning, 4 rounds after lunch or before lunch, right? And then 4 rounds after lunch, and then 4 rounds before dinner, something like this. But of course, the mind in the morning is very active, and I would say because it's a mode of goodness, the morning is recommended for spiritual practice. Because after the morning, there is another mode of material nature, which is rajas, so passion, right? And people have more tendency just to act and not to focus. All right, so before we begin reading Bhagavad Gita, let me show you. You have the book, right? So it is as it is. I will tell you there are over 400 versions and translations, which are not as it is. So this version is approved academically, and it is taught in the universities all over the world. Okay, so it was translated into all of the languages. By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have the chance to read Bhagavad Gita as it is with his commentary. So before we read any scriptures, we also need to give obeisances to the absolute truth by repeating the mantra 3 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Yes, and we will also need to give obeisance to Srila Prabhupada himself, because by his mercy we are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. You can also repeat with me, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale.
Nama Om Vishnu Pradaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale.
Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine.
Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Neti Namine.
Namaste Saraswati Devi.
Namaste Saraswati Devi.
Oh, hold on.
Namo
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Guravani Pracharine.
Pracharine.
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine.
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine.
Exactly. Yes. When I split it, it's harder because I have to listen to it again. Okay. So, and we will begin with the preface. Okay. So it's preface. It's by Srila Prabhupada. So what we can do, we can go by paragraph by paragraph. Okay. So I can do first paragraph and then we will go like in order. Okay. So preface. Originally, I wrote Bhagavad Gita as it is, in the form in which it is presented now. When this book was first published, the original manuscript was unfortunately cut short to less than 400 pages, without illustrations and without explanations, for most of the original verses of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In all of the other books, Srimad Bhagavatam, Shishapanishad, so Srimad Bhagavatam and Shishapanishad, they are also scriptures. The system is that I give the original verse, its English transliteration, word for word Sanskrit English equivalents, translations, and purports. This makes the book very authentic and scholarly and makes the meaning self-evident. I was not very happy, therefore, when I had to minimize my original manuscript. But later on, when the demand for Bhagavad Gita as it is considerably increased, I was requested by many scholars and devotees to present the book in its original form. Thus, the present attempt is to offer the original manuscript of this great book of knowledge with full parampara explanation in order to establish the Krishna consciousness movement more soundly and progressively. Do you know what parampara is?
No.
No? So it is a disciplic succession. Let me find the page. So parampara starts, it's a disciplic succession of the teachers who pass the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, okay? As Shruti means by hearing, okay? The Vedic knowledge is given through the parampara. And Srila Prabhupada is in the parampara. Okay, if you open the page number 30, and it's called disciplic succession. So in Sanskrit, if you want to learn how to read Sanskrit, at the end of the book, it explains, and probably you won't have any problems with this, I guess, right? So, evam parampara praptam isham rajar sayo vidu. Bhagavad Gita, verse number 4.2. The Bhagavad Gita as it is, received through the disciplic succession. As you can see, who is the first, number one in the disciplic succession?
Krishna.
Yes, it's Krishna himself. So Krishna passes it to Brahma, Brahma to Narada. But actually, Krishna in chapter 4 explains that he passed that knowledge first to the sun god Vivasvan. Okay, and then sun god Vivasvan passed it down to the Manus, and then it came down to us. So this is the parampara. So Krishna is the first teacher, then Brahma, then Narada, then Vyasa, then Madhva, and etc. And Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, you see number 32.
Mhm.
Yes. So in Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he is the disciple of Lord Chaitanya, number 22. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us the Maha Mantra. Maha Mantra purifies the mind. And Bhagavad Gita is needed to fill in the consciousness with the knowledge, because consciousness without the knowledge is very weak. So we need these two things in order to stay Krishna conscious. So we need to understand the scripture, right? We need to understand the Lord and who we are and what is the relationship between us and the Lord. And we need to constantly purify our mind so that the mind doesn't try to control our consciousness, doesn't try to control our soul. All right, so I don't know, I have dry throat today. So, yes, so this is the parampara. And the purpose of this book is to establish Krishna consciousness movement more soundly and progressively. So this is the purpose, right? What Srila Prabhupada wants. So who would like to read next?
Yeah, sure.
But do it loud, okay? I don't hear you well today. I don't know why.
Our Krishna consciousness movement is genuine, historically authorized, natural, and transcendental due to its being based on Bhagavad Gita as it is. It is gradually becoming the most popular movement in the entire world, especially amongst the younger generation. It is becoming more and more interesting to the older generation also. Older gentlemen are becoming interested so much so that the fathers and grandfathers of my disciples are encouraging us by becoming life members of our great society at the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. In Los Angeles, many fathers and mothers used to come to see me to express their feelings of gratitude for my leading the Krishna consciousness movement throughout the entire world. Some of them said that it is greatly fortunate for the Americans that I have started the Krishna consciousness movement in America. But actually, the original father of this movement is Lord Krishna himself, since it was started a very long time ago, but is coming down to a human society by disciplic succession. If I have any credit in this connection, it does not belong to me personally, but it is due to my eternal spiritual master, his divine grace, Om Vishnu Pada Paramashma
Paramahamsa.
Paramahasa.
Paramahamsa.
Parahamasa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Paramahamsa.
Mahamsa.
Yeah.
Parivarjakar. I'm sorry.
Parivraja Kacharya.
Parivraja
Kacharya.
Chakarya.
Kacharya.
Chakarya.
Kacharya.
Kacharya.
Yeah.
Stop laughing, please. Okay.
Yeah.
108. Sri Srimad
Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami.
Okay. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami. Maharaja
Prabhupada. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. If personally I have any credit in this matter, it is only that I have tried to present Bhagavad Gita as it is without any adulteration.
So that makes Bhagavad Gita actually approved academically, because there is no adulteration. What other people did as an adulteration, they tried to make it, adjust it to their own philosophy, but Bhagavad Gita is a sound incarnation of the Lord. It has to be presented as it is. Yeah.
Before my presentation of Bhagavad Gita as it is, almost all the English editions of Bhagavad Gita were introduced to fulfill someone's personal ambition. But our attempt in presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is to present the mission of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Our
Mhm.
business is to present the will of Krishna, not that of any mundane speculator like the politician, philosopher, or scientist, for they have very little knowledge of Krishna, despite all their other knowledge.
Yes,
But
so let me
Krishna,
just elaborate on this. So basically, Srila Prabhupada's Srila Prabhupada's mission was to present Krishna as he is, to spread, Krishna consciousness as it is. And what he means by the mundane speculators is that when the knowledge as it is taken, and there is a not pure understanding of this knowledge, but speculation about it, like what it means, like different explanations which are not based on the reality on what Krishna is like giving himself in Bhagavad Gita through this knowledge. Yeah. Mhm.
when Krishna says man mana
Man
bhava
mana bhavamat bhakto.
man mana bhava mad bhakto.
Mhm.
Um,
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Mhm.
We, unlike the so-called scholars, do not say that Krishna and his inner spirit are different. Krishna is absolute, and there is no difference between Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's pastimes, etc.
So therefore, if you're chanting Krishna's name now, we're chanting, reading Bhagavad Gita. If you're reading about Krishna's pastimes, for example, in the Krishna book, it's all reconnects you with Krishna, and it's all called devotional service.
Okay.
Mhm.
This absolute position of Krishna is difficult to understand for any person who is not a devotee of Krishna in the system of parampara.
Mhm.
Generally, the so-called scholars, politicians, philosophers, and swamis without perfect knowledge of Krishna try to banish or kill Krishna when writing commentary on Bhagavad Gita.
Why do you think it happens, in your opinion? Why are they trying to kill Krishna when they're writing commentary in Bhagavad Gita? How do you understand this kill Krishna when they're writing commentary in Bhagavad Gita?
Because they're trying to put like their own beliefs in,
Exactly. And what kind of consciousness is this?
like material, because because they're like politicians and like scientists, they might have more like scientific knowledge compared to like spiritual knowledge.
Meaning that what? I am what? I know everything,
They
and
think
this is as if nothing, right? So basically, it's putting yourself higher than the Lord, killing the Krishna. I'm the Lord. There is no one here who can, and that's how. And why do you think is it so? Why are they doing it?
maybe it's easier
What is
for
the source of this consciousness? What is it?
um maybe it's like easier for them to believe that than to believe there's a God.
Um,
Faith.
I wouldn't say easy because we'll be speculative, right? I don't know if it's easy or not, but what kind of consciousness would put someone higher than someone else?
If
Thinking
they
I'm right, you're wrong. I know better than you. What kind of consciousness is this?
Like your ego.
It's a false ego.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So not admitting that I'm a spirit soul, that I'm just part and parcel of you, right? The person may think I'm not a spirit soul. I'm the controller. I'm the ruler of this world. I know better than anyone else. Yeah. So it comes from the false ego, and the false ego actually appears as a result of disconnection of the soul from the supreme, which is again a result of impure mind. Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
Such an authorized commentary upon Bhagavad Gita is known as Mayavada Bhasya.
Yes, Mayavada means impersonal. Impersonal means there is no personality there, yeah. Mhm.
And Lord Chaitanya has warned us about these unauthorized men. Lord Chaitanya clearly says that anyone who tries to understand Bhagavad Gita from the Mayavadi point of view will commit a great blunder.
Mhm.
The result of such a blunder will be that the misguided student of Bhagavad Gita will certainly be bewildered on the path of spiritual guidance and will not be able to go back to home, back to Godhead.
So why do you think if somebody studies from Mayavada, right? Mayavada means impersonal. they won't be able to achieve the highest perfection of life, meaning going back to Godhead.
Because they're not getting like the authentic source of the knowledge.
Exactly. So the knowledge is another rise, right? And like the Lord himself is a supreme personality. It's a personality, right? When we're speaking about Mayavada, it's impersonal. It's already denying the fact that there is a personality. We are persons and the Lord is a supreme person. We are his parts and parcels. So therefore, by being like this misguided, right? We won't be able just to achieve clear understanding who we are and who Krishna is and what is our relationship with him. Yeah. Therefore, this knowledge, Mayavada knowledge won't give us this perfection. All right, so my turn. Our only purpose is to present Bhagavad Gita as it is. And it is in order to guide the conditioned student to the same purpose for which Krishna descends to this planet once in a day of Brahma or every 8,600,000,000 years. Imagine. Krishna descends one day of Brahma, right? How do you understand this word, conditioned student? Who is a conditioned student? What does it mean to be conditioned?
Taught?
Huh?
Taught?
Thought?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain? What do you mean by that?
Like if you're conditioned, you're taught to do things a certain way.
You think to do, can you please explain again?
Yeah, like you're taught to do things a certain way because that's how you learned it.
Oh, how you learn the things, right?
Yeah.
So you follow a specific process, right?
Mhm.
Yes. So that's it is, yeah, there is a sense in this. It's actually materially, yes. So that's true. So condition means that it's a living entity or a spirit, like I would say, a human being, right? Or any other living entity, like a spirit soul, who believes that they are this body. And you're right, they learned to perceive themselves that way. So thinking that I am this body and having no knowledge about that I am a soul. And if I'm this body, therefore we live through our emotions through our body. We live through our experiences through our body. Like this is the only way for us to understand what goes on with us. If I'm sick, I say I'm not saying my body is sick, I'm saying I'm sick, although I'm not sick. My body is sick, right? Or I am something else. I am this, I'm that, right? So this is the conditioning on the condition that, right? Yeah. So the conditioned soul or the conditioned student is the one who thinks I'm this body and have no knowledge about his soul. Yeah. This purpose is stated in Bhagavad Gita and we have to accept it as it is. Otherwise, there is no point in trying to understand Bhagavad Gita and its speaker, Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna first spoke Bhagavad Gita to the sun god some hundreds of millions of years ago. We have to accept this fact and thus understand the historical significance of Bhagavad Gita without misinterpretation on the authority of Krishna. To interpret Bhagavad Gita without any reference to the will of Krishna is the greatest offense. In order to save oneself from this offense, one has to understand the Lord as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as he was directly understood by Arjuna, the Lord Krishna's first disciple. Such understanding of Bhagavad Gita really profitable and authorized for the welfare of human society in fulfilling the mission of life. So for us, Srila Prabhupada explains that we need to take Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any misinterpretations. Just take it as it is. That's it. All right. Now, next.
The Krishna consciousness movement is essential in human society, for it offers the highest perfection of life. How this is so is explained fully in the Bhagavad Gita. Unfortunately, mundane wranglers have taken advantage of Bhagavad Gita to push forward their demonic propensities and mislead people regarding right understanding of the simple principles of life. Everyone should know how God or Krishna is great, and everyone should know the factual position of the living entities. Everyone should know that a living entity is eternally a servant, and that unless one serves Krishna, one has to serve illusion in different varieties of the three modes of material nature, and thus wander perpetually within the cycle of birth and death. Even the so-called liberated Mayavadi
Mm-hmm.
speculator has to undergo this process.
Mm-hmm.
This knowledge constitutes a great science, and each and every living being has to hear it for his own interest.
Yeah.
People in general,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita, it's a science. It is a scientific knowledge. Yeah. So by understanding it, we understand again that we are eternal souls, right? And we don't need to undergo that process of birth, death, old age, and disease. Yeah, this is actually the conditioning that we agreed to when we came to the material world. Okay, people. Mhm.
People in general, especially in this age of Kali, are enamored by the external energy of Krishna, and they wrongly think that by advancement of material comforts, every man will be happy. They have no knowledge that the material or external nature is very strong, for everyone is strongly bound by the stringent laws of material nature.
So why do you think material nature is so strong? It's also called external, right? So the Lord has two natures. He has external, material nature, and internal, spiritual.
Mhm.
Why do you think it's so strong?
Mm,
Why can't we overcome it and we become illusion and conditioned by it?
I think because we're surrounded by it every single day.
Yes, we're
Like,
surrounded.
yeah, it's hard to like separate.
Mm-hmm.
And we want so much things.
Exactly. Yes. So why do you think we want so many things?
The influence of everyone else.
Exactly. Yes. So, in other words, if we speak the language of Bhagavad Gita, it is the material nature is very contaminating.
Mhm.
Everyone wants and we want, right? The influence is so strong. And why is it so strong? Because individual souls, they're very small, they're particle. But material nature is very big. It's like the ocean. And therefore, when a spirit soul comes in touch with the material nature, it becomes overwhelmed by it. And another thing, why it is overwhelmed, we are parts and parcels of the Lord. We're just small particles, right? But material nature is the huge energy of the Lord. We cannot overcome his huge energy. It's the same thing how you can overcome like the ocean, right? You cannot just grasp it and say, no, that's it. Yeah, so therefore it's very strong. Okay. Hmm?
A living entity is happily the part and parcel of the Lord, and thus his natural function is to render immediate service to the Lord. By the
Mhm.
spell of illusion, one tries to be happy by serving his personal sense gratification in different forms,
So
which
why is it the tendency? We
uh,
discussed it at the beginning. Why is that tendency there? Instead of serving the Lord, we're serving the senses. So serving the Lord, that's the opposite direction. Remember, the senses are here, right? And the Lord is here. And then between the Lord and the senses is what? Soul, consciousness,
mind.
mind, right? And instead of, can you imagine the soul, which is here, connected to the Lord,
Yeah.
somehow gets disconnected and starts serving through the consciousness to the senses? How is it possible? What
If we're
happens there?
pure,
Ah,
if we're unpure,
what is impure? Soul cannot be impure.
like if our mind is unpure, we want to serve our senses.
Yes. So basically, if you again see this gradation, right? When the mind, and it's very strong because mind is Krishna himself, becomes impure, right? It becomes spiritually weak. So its real nature is spiritual. Mind's nature is to be spiritualized. It's a sattva guna, it's a mode of goodness, right? But when it gets in contact with the material nature, it becomes influenced by it and becomes impure. And therefore, the consciousness, which is forgetful, every individual living soul is very forgetful, basically. We don't remember again our past lives, right? Krishna remembers everything. Therefore, our consciousness, we need to keep it in knowledge. When mind gets the knowledge of the material things, but there is no knowledge of Krishna and our identity, what happens? Mind becomes overwhelming. It overloads. It becomes really, not, I wouldn't say powerful, but influential. And that's how we start serving the senses. So basically, we're forgetting who we are. Mhm. Yeah.
Instead of satisfying his own personal material senses, he has to satisfy the senses of the Lord. That is the highest perfection of life.
So
The
why
Lord,
is it highest perfection of life? Satisfying the sense of the Lord.
Because that means you're spiritually strong in your mind.
Do we have our own senses? No, we don't. No, our senses belong to the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes. So if our senses belong to the Lord, right? When are they happy?
when we're like serving Krishna, like when we're satisfying him.
When our senses serve the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes, then they're going to be happy because they are not our senses. We don't have anything that belongs to us. Everything belongs to the Lord. This body is the material energy. This soul is part and parcel of the Lord, right? Our senses, they also belong to Him. If we separate the senses, can you imagine you separate your hand from the body? Again, the hand cannot survive, right? We separate the senses and we say, it's mine. I possess it. Then it means there is no Lord, there is no protection, there is no resource, but we breathe His air, we drink His water, we get His money, we get hired by Him through the people, we study His knowledge. We don't understand this, right? So therefore, our senses become what? Hungry, completely hungry, exhausted, dissatisfied because we separate them. Therefore, the highest perfection is to satisfy the senses of the Lord, and then our senses become automatically satisfied.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the point. Okay.
The Lord wants this and he demands it. One has to understand the central point of Bhagavad Gita. Our Krishna consciousness movement is teaching the whole world this central point. And because we are not polluting the theme of Bhagavad Gita as it is, anyone seriously interested in deriving benefit by studying the Bhagavad Gita must take help from the Krishna consciousness movement for practical understanding of Bhagavad Gita under the direct guidance of the Lord. We hope, therefore, that people will derive the greatest benefit by studying the Bhagavad Gita as it is, as we have presented it here, and if even one man becomes a pure devotee of the Lord, we shall consider our attempt a success.
Exactly. Okay, so we finished the preface. Let's summarize. So what have you learned from the preface today?
I learned that it's really important that you're reading the most authentic version, which is this one, because if you're not, you could be getting knowledge that isn't correct.
And then what's going to happen if you're getting the knowledge which is incorrect, what happens then?
You're not learning what
You're not getting the highest purification of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. And just in general, if you're getting false knowledge, what happens?
You're misleaded.
You're misguided, right? You're not reaching the goal. Yeah. So basically, there is no success in this. Time is wasted, life is wasted, no success, and at the end, big frustration, right? So much energy and time was spent for what? That didn't give you a good, it doesn't give any success. Okay. Anything else?
I learned that everything is all material energy that is made by Krishna, and then we're trying to separate our senses to the material world and trying to connect it to serve Krishna.
Can you elaborate on this so I can understand it better?
Instead of senses from when you get satisfied from let's say buying a new clothing item or buying something, instead of that we're trying to get those automatic happiness and satisfaction by serving the Lord, so chanting or going to the temple or something
Exactly. But how to make it practical? Because we need to wear clothes, we need to eat food, right? So we cannot, you're saying, yes, that's right. We cannot separate the senses from the Lord because they belong to the Lord. And the senses are automatically satisfied when they're serving the Lord. So how to apply this knowledge when you go shopping, when you're cooking, How you connect your senses with the Lord so that they're not separate, but they stay in satisfaction.
You can do everything for the Lord. So you can cook for the Lord. You can connect it to Krishna. Like if you're learning a new instrument, you can learn it to play for when you do your
Yes. How can you spiritualize the process of shopping? I'm being practical. We need to understand Bhagavad Gita practically, right?
You could buy
Well,
clothes.
yeah, sorry. But also you're taking care of the human body, which is given to us by Krishna. So it's
Exactly. Yeah, it's a very precious body, right? Because of this body, we can understand the Lord. Actually, we can serve Him. We can chant Maha mantra. We have the opportunity to go back home. No other animal has this opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no other living entity besides human being has that opportunity. So our body is like iPhone, I don't know, last model, which allows, right, this Wi-Fi and all kind of attributes to connect, to upload, download, upgrade ourselves, all of this, right? If you get
Yeah.
some old version, it's impossible. So yes, we are very upgraded living entities, and that's true. But how do we like? So basically, what you're saying, if we understand that this body doesn't belong to me, it belongs to the Lord, I need to take care of this body, right, properly, so that it serves the right purpose.
Yeah.
Yes. So what is the right purpose for the body? Like it is an instrument. Just imagine, like this car is given to you by your father.
To serve Krishna.
Yeah. So there is a task, right? What is this task?
Um,
Everyone has what?
a soul
Mission.
mission.
Of course. You're giving your body a body, right? Because the Lord has a mission for you. So he gave you that car and he said, drive in this way. You have this talent. Apply yourself in this area and serve my other kids. See how many there? The whole world. Right? So everyone, every single one has a mission. And that's why we have our talents, we have our strengths. It's all given by the Lord. We will be reading it in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, I'm a talent in a person, I'm a mind, I'm a speech, I'm this, I'm that. So he represents all of the beauty of the world, everything extraordinary, everything spectacular, everything intelligent. This is all him, all of the knowledge, right? So therefore, if we have the mission, we need to take care of this body to complete the mission. How do I understand the mission? When?
I guess like the ultimate mission is to go back to the spiritual land.
Exactly. Go back home. Lord is waiting for us. This is our success. Exactly. But then, since we are here, how can we understand why we're here? Like, for example, Arjuna was an instrument for the Lord, right? He was fighting, and he had a mission. He's the devotee. Devotee means he's fulfilling the tasks given by the Lord. It's like, again, the hand. I want to grab something, so the hand obeys, it's surrendered to me, and I take things. Can you imagine my hand saying, no, I'm sorry, I have my other stuff to do. Bye. I'm like, what? Chant Maha mantra, dear hand, please. I am your Lord. No, 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 no. I have my family over there. I have to do shopping. Goodbye. No, it's impossible, right? So therefore, how do we understand our mission? What do you think?
By reading Bhagavad Gita.
Through devotional service. Yeah. So when we are in reconnection, our consciousness, we get the knowledge right away, who we
Yes.
are, how to serve. And serve mean apply your talents for the welfare of yourself, the world, to make the Lord happy. And that's the application of the mission, spiritualization of your mission. Like, how can you say that being a military guy is a spiritual service? You cannot say this, right? But when it's ordered by the Lord, it becomes the service, right? If you're a doctor and you are connecting this with the Lord, you're saying, oh, dear Lord, thank you for giving me this talent. How we spiritualize, the reconnection happens when we admit and gratify the Lord for giving something to us. So back to the shopping. When you go shopping, how can you spiritualize the process? Admit and gratify. You say, dear Lord,
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me this money. It's your money.
Yeah.
I'm planning to spend it for this so that it serves my body in this way, so that this body serves you.
Yeah.
And I have a plan for this. Okay, so you reconnect the whole process to him.
Okay.
Okay, same thing when you're cleaning the home or you're doing your homework, like for your studies, for example. Same thing. I'm studying it, I'm putting it into my brain so I can serve you better through this knowledge. Please show me the path. And it becomes a spiritual service, devotional service, because you are doing it by thinking about the Lord. You are reconnecting it. You're not saying, oh, I'm just studying now, and then I will serve the Lord.
Yeah.
But you're using his energies. It means separation, right?
It's
That
like
everything which is separated will not have any success, and the senses won't be satisfied. You know, you need to reconnect it. There's a very nice movie. You can see it's done by the devotees of the Lord called Reconnection. Yeah, you can watch it. Very, very nice. It was done in Vrindavan by English devotees. Yeah. So, okay, anything else that you would like to share before we finish for today?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, to your point, so like that it's like a mindset. Like we have to like change the way we think, like altogether, like as a
Change the
mindset.
paradigm, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what kind of change do you think is needed there?
Like your outlook on like what you're doing, like how like when you're studying, like as your example, you said when you're studying to think of it as you're serving Krishna, like changing like our habits that we kind of like already associate things with.
Exactly, exactly. Yes. So we basically we are gaining spiritual habits.
Yeah.
We're allowing that spiritual consciousness go into each process that we do, so that each process becomes connected to Krishna. And at the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there is victory, always. So if you want to be victorious, you need to reconnect every process that you do with the Lord. Dear Lord, I'm cleaning for you. Dear Lord, I'm cooking for you. Dear Lord, I'm going to shop now for you so I can cook for you and offer this food for you. Hope you like it. And you will start noticing how thoughts are coming. No, don't buy this. Oh, I don't like this. Actually, oh, he may like this, you know, like you're cooking for someone you love, your father, like your boyfriend, I don't know, someone you really care. You want to make them happy. Or you are cleaning at home, you want to make him happy because it's his home. He lives there. You know what I mean? So you engage yourself in devotional service because you understand I'm breathing, I'm taking this air and it's your air, it's your water. I'm using your light, I'm using your energies. How can I say thank you to you? That's how. Thank you for giving me this. I'm going to use it like that. Thank you for giving me this. I'm going to use it like this. Thank you for giving me these friends and my parents and everything I have, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how you reconnect and you meditate on him. So we will be reading further. You will understand the process, but that's how it works.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So just for me to end it up, right? Basically, Srila Prabhupada explains what is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, to spread Krishna consciousness, right? To give that knowledge as it is, so that people on the earth are not misguided by the false information and get a chance to go back home, back to Godhead. And if we participate in this anyhow, right? If we give, for example, Bhagavad Gita as a gift to someone, or we help a person in a difficult situation by giving them the knowledge of Maha Mantra as a self-purification. There are so many people who are suffering, right, from just being anxious and being depressed. So the Lord will be very, very grateful to us. That's it. All right, then we are ending for today. So we will continue reading Bhagavad Gita introduction from when we meet again. And I believe we are meeting in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I will send you the link to this recording so that you can decide to look at it again. If you want to
Thank you
read
so
the
much.
introduction, that would be very nice.
Okay. Oh, we said thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for participating.
Yeah, she
Huh?
said to read the introduction, right?
Yes, if you can read the introduction, it will be nice and easier for us to discuss it next time. We still will be reading it, but if we read it, you know, several times, that will be much more effective. Okay?
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.